I guess one of the biggest questions that we have right now that I'm just asked this week, actually, was by a client of ours, was whether the person should rent or sell. And this is a question that pops up a lot in people's mind. You know, they've held a property for a number of years, and the market's improved. It seems to be waning. Should they jump ship now before it goes down further, or should they hold? And these are questions that I get asked on quite a regular basis. The first thing I think that you have to look at, obviously, is what's going on in the market. How much demand is for my property, and what did I originally pay for it, and have I made a profit? And then, more importantly, I think, because I never believe in selling anything unless there's a reason for it, possibly there's something that you're not happy with the way the building is being run, or you don't like the fact that there's maybe too many transient people moving into the property, or various other things. You don't like the upkeep. The strata corporation is not maintaining the property as well as they might. There's a few things like that. And obviously, by all means, when those situations happen, you should always follow your intuition and move on, and maybe place your funds somewhere else that we're probably going to have a better investment. But one of the real things that you really need to think about is, if I sell it, what am I going to do with the funds that I realise from the sale? Maybe it's that time in your life when you do want to go on a couple of round-the-world vacations, or buy that big TV or whatever it is, or diamond ring or whatever. But the reality is, an investment vehicle, then you basically, it's lost. You may want to pay down your own mortgage on your own home and be mortgage-free, which also is another good thing to do. But really make sure that you have some viable vehicle to place the funds in. Maybe it's another property, or maybe it's it's an oil well, who knows. But I think that's one of the big things. Also, am I getting a good rent? Do I like the rental return that I'm getting? Maybe I'm getting a good monthly income. Am I going to miss that? Will I be able to get as much money from that if I move the fund somewhere else? So these are things that I think they're just sort of basic questions, but that's what you need to ask yourself. But essentially, what is going on in the market? Currently, our market, we've got well over 1,000 suites for sale right now. We're going into the winter market. Things will be slower here. We've had some good news this week. Interest rates are remaining stable, probably not going to be rising till the end of next year. Who knows when, but the government are keeping the rates down, which is keeping mortgage rates down, and should keep your market ebbing along. We've also been fortunate to have such a large influx of foreign capital. And looking around the world, I was just recently in the Middle East, and been back in Europe, and our prices are not out of line with what's going on in the rest of the world. And some places far humbler than Vancouver, which is #1 or #2 on the most livable places on the planet to live, are as expensive or more expensive than us. I heard yesterday about an apartment or property in London selling for 140 million. I think that was pounds. I mean, it makes our real estate seem minuscule by comparison. And I know in Amman, in Jordan, where I just was, there were $5 and $10 million properties supposedly. So our prices here are definitely in line with what's going on in the rest of the world, and given that we're such a desirable place to be. So I feel that we will continue to appreciate in value. We'll have some lulls and we'll have some plateaus, but over time we're going to continue to raise in value here. So, happy investing.